Star Trek, Picard Season 3 did not reveal Commodore Geordi LaForge's, LeVar Burton, wife, and I really hope he didn't marry his Star Trek, The Next Generation crush. In Star Trek, Picard Season 3, Admiral Jean-Luc Picard, Patrick Stewart, seeks out his former chief engineer for help hiding from Starfleet and the changelings who have infiltrated it. Geordi initially refuses to get involved, but his two daughters, Sydney, Ashley Sharp Chestnut, and Alandra, Micah Burton, eventually convince him to reconsider. Although Geordi mentions his wife as Sydney and Alandra's mother, he never refers to her by name. Although Star Trek, Picard fans initially clamored for a spin-off that became known as Star Trek Legacy, Paramount Plus has chosen to focus on other Trek projects. This means that Geordi's wife could remain a mystery, but that hasn't stopped fans from speculating about her identity. Chief Engineer Geordi LaForge struggled with romantic relationships throughout Star Trek, The Next Generation, and did not have any meaningful love stories on the show. He did, however, develop a problematic crush on a holographic version of Dr. Leah Brahms, Susan Gibney, and I really hope Star Trek doesn't pair him with the real Brahms. I hope Star Trek knows better than to make Commodore Geordi LaForge's wife Dr. Leah Brahms. Star Trek should introduce a new character as Geordi's wife. There are numerous reasons why it doesn't make sense for Star Trek to reveal Geordi's wife to be Dr. Leah Brahms. For one thing, Brahms was married when LaForge met her on Star Trek, The Next Generation, and Leah did not show any romantic interest in him at the time. While it's possible they could have reconnected later on, their start would make a strange and shaky foundation for a marriage. Geordi's connection with Leah was never real, as their entire romance occurred on the holodeck. LaForge deserves to marry someone with whom he has a real connection. If Star Trek ever reveals the identity of Geordi's wife, I hope it's an entirely new character we haven't met before. While it made sense for Star Trek, Picard Season 3 to reunite the TNG cast, there is no reason to bring back every minor character from the show. The Star Trek universe is vast, and it makes perfect sense that Geordi could have met someone after his time on the Enterprise. The Commodore Geordi LaForge of Star Trek, Picard has grown a lot since TNG, and his feelings toward Leah Brahms always seemed more like a boyish crush than a genuine connection. Dr. Leah Brahms' weird relationship with Geordi LaForge was always a Star Trek, TNG problem. Geordi's romance with Leah Brahms is so uncomfortable. Geordi LaForge first meets a hologram of Dr. Leah Brahms in Star Trek, The Next Generation Season 3, Episode 6, Booby Trap, when he needs her expertise to reconfigure the Enterprise's warp drive. Initially, the recreation of Brahms has no personality and simply regurgitates the facts and information. But then Geordi asks the Enterprise computer to incorporate all of the information it has on Dr. Brahms to create an approximation of her personality. And this is where things get weird. Geordi and hologram Leah argue and flirt as they work together to save the Enterprise. Hologram Leah delivers some truly cringy lines and the two share a kiss before Geordi ends the holodeck program. When the real Leah Brahms visits the Enterprise in TNG Season 4, Episode 16, Galaxy's Child, she has little in common with her holographic counterpart. When Dr. Brahms finds LaForge's holodeck program, she's understandably disturbed and upset, but Geordi reacts with anger and criticisms of Brahms. It's not a good look for Geordi at all. Whether or not we ever learn the identity of Geordi's wife, I hope his problematic Star Trek, The Next Generation romance stays in the past.